Yo, what's up? It's djjayerica. Welcome to another episode of my podcast, y'all. I appreciate everybody for tuning in, yo. It's been a couple of weeks, and now it's time for us to catch up on all these celebrity hot topics and gossip. If everybody that's watching me right now on YouTube, do me a favor. If you like what you see or like what you hear, you like my voice, subscribe for me. You know what I'm saying? As we grow the brand, J Airy gang up in the house. Appreciate you guys for supporting me. Man, it's just been a whole lot going on the past week, man. And all of the topics that I'm talking about today is available on my website, djjayericapod.com. So if you guys want more detailed information on the hot topics that I review on this show and on this podcast, go to that website and check it out. And let's get into it. It looks like this whole thing with Ellen DeGeneres. Okay, I know you guys know who she is. She's had this whole situation going on with her co-workers claiming workplace discrimination, racism, and all this other stuff going on. In my previous videos, I really go into real detail about exactly what happened at the Ellen DeGeneres show, allegedly. And of course, a lot of people came to her defense, including Kevin Hart and also her own DJ named DJ tWitch, basically trying to say that Ellen treated him good and everything else. But I guess the things that he said resonated well with Ellen because according to resources and sources being Variety, is saying that Ellen DeGeneres is now giving DJ tWitch a promotion from being just a show DJ and an entertainer to co-executive producer of the Ellen DeGeneres show. Along with that, it's been announced that 3 of the suspected executive producers that was suspected of workplace discrimination, she has fired them, and they have given DJ tWitch the opportunity to take their place. So it looks like Ellen is doing what she can do to try to repair her reputation, but I don't know if it's really going to repair her reputation fully when it comes to fans and listeners and supporters. It shouldn't have gotten to this point where it's all these people coming forward and making claims, and I'm talking about people that are, close to Ellen DeGeneres. We're talking about bodyguards, people that used to work for the show. Other previous DJs came out. Another previous DJ that worked with her came out and said that he's had an unpleasant experience on the actual set of the Ellen DeGeneres show and everything else. So it's just okay, I don't know what to believe. I don't know what to think. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm going to believe the majority. You know what I mean? I'm sure a lot of people that watch the Ellen DeGeneres show, I know a lot of black people watch the show and they don't want to believe that Ellen DeGeneres could possibly be racist or, be a jerk or whatever. But really just thinking about it, this is Hollywood. These people are paid to entertain us, and they put on a character and a caricature, whatever they want to call it, a character for everybody and present it to us so we can be entertained. So we don't actually know the real personality of the people that we're watching because their job is to entertain us. And when you're an entertainer and you're an actor and everything else, you have to put on a character, So we don't actually know who Ellen DeGeneres really is behind closed doors as a boss, just as a person, you know what I mean? So, it's interesting when I see people like Kevin Hart and stuff like that, going all out and trying to, and Tyrese as well, coming out saying, oh no, Ellen wouldn't do that. I seen her at a nightclub and she gave me a hug and she's a good person. And then Kevin is caping for her and, talking about how amazing she is and how she's his friend and he never was treated. But it's like, dude, first of all, y'all are fellow celebrities, okay? You are not an employee of Ellen DeGeneres, so she's not going to treat you like dust. She's not going to treat you like a dusty worker. She's not going to treat you like a peasant because you're her friend. You're her friend. And also, you are literally, a freaking celebrity, Hollywood star, whatever you want to call it, a comedian, superstars and stuff like that, people that can benefit her, so of course she's going to be nice to you because she's going to want people like you on her show, you know what I mean? She's going to want people like that caliber on her show to make sure that her brand stays intact and that she keep those good connections with y'all. So you don't really know how she behaves with her coworkers. Just because she's cool to you, that don't mean she's cool to the people that work with her, or work for her. So I just feel like a lot of the times, when it comes to these celebrities throwing their opinions out, they really just need to think before they speak about a situation. I don't know why Kevin felt like he had to cape for her. I don't recall Ellen really caping for Kevin Hart when he had basically lost his job hosting the Oscars because of stuff he said about the LGBTQ community. I actually think she actually confronted him about the situation. That was like, so what was these statements about this, and this? It wasn't even a thing where she was like, oh, I got his back and putting out a statement. So I don't understand why Kevin Hart feel like he has to cape for her. But man, if that's what you got to do what you got to do. Also, Tyrese made a statement talking about he's seen Ellen, I'm paraphrasing, he's seen Ellen in a nightclub. Ellen went over to him and gave him the biggest hug and blah, 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 blah. And I get it. Look, y'all want to keep y'all relationship. She's a powerful woman in Hollywood. So y'all going to say and shuck and jive and do whatever y'all can do to make sure that you keep those business relations intact. But just because she's nice to you because you're a celebrity, or she's nice to you because she's your friend, that does not mean that she's a nice boss, you know. And these allegations, you know, is something that's serious that she took and fully investigated into, because just because somebody is coming off one way to you, and I guess in regular life after behind the scenes because it's your friend, that does not mean that she's going to be giving the same face to the people that work for her, because she is the boss and she's the manager. So she could be viewing these people as peasants. Like, yeah, they work for me, they better do what I say, whatever. If you don't, then you fire, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to see how that's going to turn out. You know, DJ Twitch, of course, she's getting a promotion because he, you know, he caped for her. He came out, oh, I love Ellen, blah, blah, blah. That's fine, man. Get your money. I understand. I feel like Ellen is really seeing, you know, where the loyalty of her staff and the people around her really lies. And she's growing from that. And I guess this is what she has to do now that she knows that certain people are going to expose, allegedly, those allegations, expose her further with these allegations, stuff like that. She's letting people go. She's removing people. She's trying to save her show and her overall reputation. So, you know, hopefully, Ellen, you get it together. I hope that you learn from this situation. I hope you start treating your workers and stuff like human beings, and, you know, and stop being cheap, because, you know, man, other allegations was like during this whole COVID-19 thing, her staff wasn't being paid, and a lot of them was about to be evicted from their houses because she wanted to be cheap. She didn't want to pay them and all this other stuff, man. And she's worth like what? I think she's worth up to like, I don't know, probably dang near, I want to say $300 million, man. And she wasn't paying them people, trying to make sure they was good. But, you know, you have other people that's like, I believe Jimmy Kimmel, he's only worth like $30 million, and he was still paying his staff out of pocket. So that just right there is just a sign of greed. If you know that you worth $300 million and you're not willing to pay, I don't know, the yearly, even half of the income out of your own pocket for your staff, to make sure that they're not homeless or anything else, just doing something for them. You know what I mean? That's a sign that you just not being a good person, man. Like, I don't know. I don't know, man. But, you know, hopefully, you know, all these allegations being put out, they'll come to a full head. You know what I mean? And, you know, maybe they can find a resolution. Maybe Ellen will actually, you know, tell her truth and apologize for the things that's going on, and verbally apologize and really mean it, you know, because all we keep getting is PR statements and stuff like that. And, you know, I think the thing that's going to really fix the problem is if Ellen come out head face on. I know she made a statement previously, but I mean, again, like, you know, again, coming straight out and saying like what it is, man. So y'all tell me what y'all think about that situation. Man, Ellen, like, yo, like, get it together. DJ.